happened from there? And then I guess did you like the way the team was able to pull it out in the end?
Yeah, I would think it was, one of those typical games where you start well and lose focus. And then when you lose focus, you lose intensity and purpose. And that's what happened. And this team plays really, really hard, and they compete on every facet of the game, and they beat us in the effort categories, the transition and the offensive rebounds. I think they had 40 points between those two. That's almost half of their points total. And, that's not really, acceptable for us. We let ourselves down there, but we did rally to win the game. So.
Jalen hit a number of big shots late.
Yep.
Was going with him just kind of an example of going with the best guys to give you the best chance to win on that night?
Yeah, I thought go with the guys that were gonna that were playing well right there. We're getting the job done. We got caught in some long rotations in that second quarter, which put us up against some minutes, and so we had a bunch of minutes to spare with some other guys that finished the game. So.
D'Lo right on 30, is that where you wanted him?
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to push him out at much more than that. And so if we were willing to able to try to win the game, but by not going past that, that was certainly an objective too.
Feel that Patrick was able to kind of re-inspire that fire there in the fourth quarter for you guys? Yeah, absolutely.
I thought everybody in that final unit was real key. I thought Vando was good, like always, and whenever we take him off the floor, we lose a little bit. And Ant was good, made some timely shots, was super aggressive. Sometimes it's just about finding the right five guys that actually have it.
Jalen, as we were talking about, close the game there. He had that, when Cat got doubled, kicked it out to him that one time, went to the basket.
Yeah.
I mean, is that what he can kind of bring around Cat, is not only the skip pass spot up shot, but also the ability to really attack that closeout?
Yeah, and the ability to get to the paint and elevate and finish it with tough angle shots. It's kind of unique in our team, and he can create for himself. And he had a bunch of stuff in and around the paint tonight, draw fouls and that kind of stuff. Like it's huge when you're trying to, fight off a comeback or whatever, just to get to the free throw line and let the game calm down.
You talked to Malik on the court after he missed his first four of the night. What do you say to a guy right now who just isn't seeing them fall at the rate that he's used to seeing them fall?
Yeah, actually, I told him then, had nothing to do with the shooting. I basically just wanted to let him know that, because of certain rotation minutes criteria, I had to kind of get him out so I could get him back in so we could, get other guys in their slots. So that's what that was about.
Has the game evolved to the point where in the fourth quarter or really in crunch time, the guy with the ball in his hands needs to be a shot creator, or at least a playmaker for himself, instead of just a guy who's like a pass-first point guard? And is that one of the reasons why when you have Ant and Jalen on the floor at the same time, you have two guys that can kind of do that pretty easily?
Yeah, I don't know if the game's evolved to that. I think it's always been that. Do you have a closer?
More than one closer.
Yeah, well, if you have more than one closer, then it's your luxury. But yeah, guys that can create offense for themselves. I mean, D'Lo's been so good at that, and that's why his clutch numbers are so good. Cat gives us that ability. Ant now growing into that a little bit more. So for sure, I mean, defense definitely stiffens up at the end of the game. You face way more switching. That makes it an ISO game. Now it's about you and your ability to break that guy down.